motherfucker. How are you getting on? Is everything working? Is everything working? Is the fucking conspiracy of a lifetime going on here? We're talking about pyramids spinning around. We're talking about all seeing eyes. Alright, so listen, this is all 100% fictional. Alright? Oh, where is it? How's that work? It's like that? I can't remember. Anyway, listen. This is 100% million% made up fiction and all the rest of it. We're just going to read this little bit here. How are you getting on? Fiction land. Alright. Going to give you a fictional answer to life here. A fictional answer to life. Okay, here we go. Anyway. This is entertainment, okay? So don't take anything I'm saying seriously. This is all just entertainment. We're just having a laugh here, so chill the fuck out. Alright, here we go. Vegan Stephen is a parody of a podcast. Vegan Stephen is a fictional character. All guests are allegedly fictional characters. All characters and events in this show, even though it's based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language and due to its content should not be viewed by anyone. Alright, I'm fiction. Everything I'm about to say is not true, and so on. Alright. Presenter's voice, Vegan Stephen, #1 podcast promoting positive mental health. It's not just for vegans, it's every day. We are currently live at the time of recording. Today's date is the 8th of the 1st, 2020, 1/28. Okay, so I must admit, paranoia is. I'm after playing a trick on my mind, and I must admit I do have anxiety about saying this. So I'm my own worst enemy. Mind playing tricks on me. So I don't want to say I'm going to predict my own death, but if I go missing this year, it's going to be very suspicious. All right. Very suspicious. Just because I'm hoping what I'm about to say is just a load of bullshit. You know yourself. But you're listening, we'll find out. So I'm going to give you the answer to life, and for fuck's sake, I really hope I'm wrong. Because, oh Jesus, yeah. Alright, because I don't want to die. I don't want to... Well, everything else I said was grand, so hopefully this is just another fiction story, and it's all grand. So listen, warning, Vegan Stephen is a false prophet, alright? Everything I'm saying is a lot of bullshit. Here we go. Entertainment. Alright, so what's this whole triangle shit about? I think it's all about power. And once you have power, the whole... Oh, okay. I'm going to explain a theoretical, let me just premise all this shit. So, first of all, yeah, it's a load of bullshit. This is theory. I don't believe in any of the things I'm saying. These are just ideas that floated into my head. And I'd love if anyone else could write. I don't want someone just to go, oh yeah, I agree with that. Just go, oh, here's a link that says that thing you said is a load of bullshit. Or here's a link that says that other thing you said is kind of true. Just because I'm just putting this out there. Alright, so as far as I can understand, the answer to life is just energy. Now, I know a lot of the stuff I'm going to say, I think people are going to be like, they're either going to say, oh, that's a lot of bullshit, or else they're going to say, oh yeah, that's really obvious. So hopefully people just say it's a lot of bullshit and they'll just be entertained. We'll see what happens. It'll be a bit of crack. We'll have fun. We'll have fun. Alright, here we go. Alright, frequencies and all this shit. I have notes, alright? I'm a professional. I have notes. Alright? I just gotta make sure that everything's rolling. Okay. So, yeah, I may have been watching one or two conspiracy movies, and they do play with your mind. But yeah. So listen, it's very, very important to when you're watching all this bullshit like me on the internet. They're all going to be saying mad shit like, oh God, I have to make sure that I don't make, when I talk, it's not emotional and that it's logical, okay? Because it's very easy for someone just to go, oh, everyone's out to get us and all this shit. And that's a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit. Anyway, so we got the all warning out of the way. Grand. Just because, I don't know, sometimes when I'm watching all this mad shit, alright, what's this called? Okay. Answer to Life Manifesto. Version 1. Okay, so this is the first version I'm putting out. Woo! And hopefully we'll move on to revision 1.1. It's like public domain job, kind of. But I don't know what the fucking answer to life is, but this is the closest I've come in it with all my thinking and going, So, sure, let me know what you go, don't agree with that, do agree with this. So listen, I had a look at loads of a few, just from being around, hearing lads talking pubs. I had a look at one or two, like I didn't study out and back. I just read the back of the Bible. I was like, yeah. So that's just. I got the back of the Quran. I was like, yeah, I might read that. Yeah. Flick through the pages. Oh Jesus, yeah. So listen, I have a passing knowledge at best of these religious texts, Hebrew and Buddhism and all these things. So don't be taking lads seriously. Anyway, sure, we've got all the things out there. Okay, here we go. So here we go. Okay, here we go. It's a thin line between bonkers and genius, and I'm not sure which side of the line I'm on, to be honest. But sure, I'll see you back here at the podcast anyway. We'll see where we get on. So listen, once again, Answer to Life Manifesto, version 1. Alright, so you just jot in, oh yeah, whatever. Because it's a bit confusing with all this. Everyone seems to have their agenda and all this stuff. So what I tried to do was, I was just like, what's in common with all these religious texts? Like, what are they all talking about? Like, there's a load of agendas and misinterpretation going on. They're all riddled with them. Like, all of them. Even Scientology and L. Ron Hubbard has some class things to say. But then it gets all muddled up with money and paid membership and all this fucking weird shit. But, alright. Let's talk what Scientology has right. Okay. Scientology believes, to the best of my knowledge, allegedly, that they give you this voltmeter and it tests the electricity passing between your hands, okay? So that tests your frequency, and they say whether you have good energy or bad energy. Now, also, they do a lot of dodgy ass shit, such as if they ask if you have done any like CB, cognitive behavioural therapy, or seen a therapist, and if you've seen too many therapists, they'll just tell you can't be in Scientology because they don't want you to blow the lid on the whole thing, that the whole thing's a lot of a money making pyramid. Okay, Scientology is a great you think, oh, it's just Scientology, but no, it's everywhere. Alright, let's use Scientology as an example. I don't want to be just blaming Scientology because everyone's at it. Everyone's at it on every level. I just got to keep this super basic, so it seems it has some basis in reality, and it's not just some lad going, "Whoa, the aliens!" Because there's none more annoying than some lad shouting on about conspiracies. All right, so pyramid. All right, you all seen this pyramid around with the eye on the top. So this is, I don't know what's going on with these pyramids, but they spin around. As far as I can tell, it's meant to be the seeing eye. And it's on like Money and Lincoln, and everyone's like, oh, what are they talking about and all this stuff. So, I'll give you an example. There's the food pyramid, right? Now, the food pyramid was made to, they just came out that, the food pyramid was wrong, and it was invented or something to sell bread, a lot of bread or some shit. But it's all down to like manipulation of having different people work for you and power and all these things. But that's what to do what the pyramid is, and a lot of people don't get it because they get caught up in the shiny things and lose picture of the big image. But I'm gonna try and explain this as much as I can. as much as I can. Alright, so jumping around, hipping and hopping and hooting and hotting around the subject. To make this light, I'm going to use this in the context of how to have a hit single, alright? Because I think that's a nice light way of putting it. Because people are like, yeah, sure, fuck it, I wouldn't mind hearing how to get a hit single. That sounds nice. And my answer to life is kind of hidden in this, in a positive way. Instead of me going, oh, we're being controlled and all that. Because, alright, there's just different perspectives on the same thing, isn't it? There's no need to feel positively or negatively about being controlled. To be honest, it's very, very nice having someone else driving the car. It's very, very enjoyable. I enjoy it thoroughly. It's very nice. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a big fan. But what I'm attempting to do is critical thinking. Now, critical thinking is where, to my interpretation of it anyway. I've never really Googled this, so I don't know. I probably should. It's okay, I'm a professional podcaster. Let's see, sorry, what am I doing? I'm trying to get this live feed working again. Do 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 do. But yeah, tribes, frequencies, fucking molecules. Gonna throw some more buzzwords out at you. God flipping help you. Should we take a break, will we? There's nothing more confusing than some lad spouting off without context. Jesus, your poor heads must be wrecked. So listen, I might just touch on this because everyone will get a sore head, alright? Did someone say break time? Break time, yeah. So, if I go missing, alright, just fucking look into it, because I've no intentions of doing that or whatever, or I've no intentions of accidentally being pushed off a cliff, alright? I've no intentions of food poisoning myself. I've no intention of stabbing myself in the back 9 times, alright? So just chill the fuck out. Alright. See, this is what paranoia does to you. When you overthink, you start. It's a natural. When someone has too much time in their hands, it's a natural tendency to look for possible. Scenarios of danger. All right. Because the mind's always working. It's like a whale has 2 minds, 2 brains. And so does everyone. They have the subconscious and the conscious. The subconscious makes sure that you remember to breathe every few seconds and you don't fucking die. And the conscious is like, oh, how do I feel about this, and so on. Conscious is more of a human, an ape kind of pleasure. Fish and so on aren't really that conscious. Like, they don't really have feelings. Do you know what I mean? Same with dogs, kind of have feelings, but they don't have independent thought. So that's why people are like, oh, dumb dog, and so on. It's okay to fucking all this stuff. Because they have feelings, but they don't have the capability to do... well, first of all, to communicate opposable thumbs or document. They have language. They don't have... What's that thing called? Critical thinking. Okay, so why critical thinking is so hard is because it's so offensive. If you use critical thinking, just go like why are you doing that or whatever, and they just go what I don't have to explain myself to you, bro, you're hurting my feelings, don't judge me and all this stuff. And I'm just like going like, but I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I don't understand. Like, I don't know, I've never looked into it before. I'm literally like a child in this subject. I'm not attacking you. I just like would like to know like why you're doing that thing. And yeah, that's called framing as well, which is another thing you can Google, which is when you can frame a question as an attack. You can frame it as a question. You could frame it as some sexual advance. You could frame. There's all these different framings depending on tone of voice, and so on. I think this would be a lot easier if there was a live audience, because I'm not sure if I'm going too fast or if I'm explaining things too fast or what the fuck. But sure, look. All right, hit singles. I'll explain this in the term of hit singles. All right. There's certain tempos and frequencies. Okay, so this is kind of in a light-hearted way. This is how to get a hit single. All right, that's pretty light-hearted, isn't it? All right, what does pop mean? Popular. It doesn't mean cheesy shit or whatever. Okay, what are the characteristics of a hit song? Usually D minor. Usually involve chord 1. Right, get your pens and pencils out, people. Chord 1, 4, 5, sometimes chord 6. Why are they used mostly chord 1 and 5? Here's fucking your harmonic series here. You got your 1, you got your octave above that. Normally a pop song is within that range. This range right here. I might be in the wrong octave. And if you want it to be a big smash, you keep it in the range of a fifth. Why do you keep it in the range of a fifth? Because that's the maximum range of a child. And you might be thinking, is that D minor? That's D minor. This shit fucking freaks the shit out of me. I'll tell you why. So this is a D, the octave above. Here's the chord. That's D major. There's D minor. It's to do with like resonant frequencies. I was studying all these fucking hit songs and they keep hanging around fucking F sharp. And I was like, what the fuck's going on here? There's this conspiracy theory that it's too complex. It's do it. The Nazis allegedly changing the resonant frequency from A, which is 440 hertz, down to, that's not the concert pitch, it was at 432 hertz, and they brought it up to 440 hertz, and apparently that doesn't resonate in sympathy with the human body. Alright, that's a microtone. A microtone is the notes in between the frets, which is probably going to blow people's minds alone. So there's A, and here's fucking, I think that's A440. And here's, what the fucking note is that? That's A sharp. Alright, so that would be something above A440. But this note here used to sound more like this. Okay, so now it sounds like this, but it used to sound like this back in like the Stone Age or whatever. And here's the note below that now. Alright, a lot of people just hear the same note and they're like, I don't get it, thought you're just playing the same note all the time. We're talking about microtones here, so it's quite subtle, but sure, look. Apparently, I'm not sure how this fucking triangle thing fits into all this conspiracy stuff. I know the eye, because if you're a pyramid, right, you're on top, and you control what the three people are doing below you, but they are the managers, and they control the people below them. It's just like a standard pyramid scheme. I hear so many people saying, "Oh, the more I look into life, life just seems like more of a Ponzi scheme, a pyramid scheme, and all this stuff." And listen, I'm not saying it is or isn't. Whatever is going on, it's working. And I'm not saying, lads, go put on your silver hats. All I'm saying is, the more and more I apply this information to my own music and my own life, the more successful I become. So, I don't know. It's quite scary for me to apply critical thinking, and anyone, because I don't have God or any of that crack. So, state your question below. Damien Walker, 93. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're talking about fucking conspiracy jokes. You're looking well. I like your hair. Alright, so harmonic. All instruments are trying to do is trying to recreate the human voice. Alright? And that's why you get people love the cello so much, because it's closest to the range of the human voice. We got and all that kind of low range and shit. It's easy to sing along. As opposed to violin, which is up here. And that's hard to sing, like that's a hard register to sing. They're the same shit, but just 2 octaves up or whatever. I think I might have lost most people, but things seem to be circular. Like was it communism comes around every fucking 10 years? Fashion trends just keep coming around on cycles. You can look at like what are those new boots, Russian-y boot things. I don't fucking know. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is, okay, here's the basis of what the secret to life and all that stuff is: energy, right? So what people do is they get energy and then they pretend energy is something else and people buy it. Okay, I know this sounds bonkers, but I'm going to explain all this shit to you. This could be a lot of waffle. Okay, so the colour white has every single colour in it, alright? The colour black has no colours in it. It's the absence of light, alright? Well, I think it's red, green, blue, is it? Red, green, blue are the 3 colours, the prime colours, in which every colour comes out of. There's things like the golden ratio, the rule of thirds, and these things just keep appearing again in life. If there's any photographers out there, I was studying photography and all this stuff, and how to make music videos for the last few years on the side and green screens, and as far as I can make it out, because all this stuff is done with waves, alright? So God help you. I hope you're sitting down. All this stuff's done with waves, alright? And cycles per second, alright? So this note here is A. Or maybe that's A anyway. I don't know which is the 440 one. Maybe this one is or that one is. Alright, so that's a note, alright? Now there's the colour and light. Now light moves so much faster than sound. You know, like moving at the speed of light, and the moving at the speed of sound, moving at the speed of light, which is even faster than that, alright? So these colours is every single colour there is, apparently. It's just in white, which is mind-blowing, and black is just the absence of colour. Alright? Trying to put this stuff into words is blowing my mind. Everything is just, it's just, when you look into, so yeah, that's why I think some people would be like, this is really obvious, was it neutrons and itons or whatever these fucking things are? Tyrone, 3-2, jobby job, how are you getting on? You're looking well, I like your hair, you're looking gorgeous. Alright, so you got white that has all the colours in it, black has none of the colours in it. Is an absence of all the colours, and then all the different colours and the thing are the same. What's that thing called? Prime colours. Yeah, prime colours. Sorry. PRIMECOLOURS. Alright, so when people keep talking about frequencies all the time, man. And green, pink, yellow, peach. I don't know what this shit's all about. Oh god, I just wanted prime colours, but now we're on to primers. Alright, I'm sure you artists know what the prime colours are. But out of the 3 prime colours, right, you can get any single colour, any of the colours, using 3 prime colours. It's like red, green, blue. I think it's red, green, blue. Alright, who gives a fuck about prime colours? Prime. Prime. 3 sides of the pyramid. 3 colours, primary colours. Okay, red. Okay, I'm just going to read out primary colours here. Here we go. Oh my god. I'm doing all the classic conspiracy theorist things. They're coming to get me. Oh my god, excuse me. This is entertainment, lads. Primary colour. A set of primary colours is a set of courants and coloured lights that can be combined in verifying amounts to produce garment colours. This is the essential method used in applications that are intended to elicit the perception of diverse sets of colour. Shit. E.g. electronic displays, colour painting and painting. Here's another, that's Wikipedia, and then hyperphysics.phy. It's just the primary colours by, this is HYPE or PHYSICS. Oh, that's really interesting. They have a chart of how the three colours get all the other colours. Okay. So here we go. If the three colours of light can be mixed to produce white, no way, can they? They called primary colours, and the standard additive primary colours are red, green, blue. Two colours that produce white when added together are called complementary. That's complementary, in case I mispronounce that. The colour complementary to a primary colour is called a secondary colour. Oh, okay. Alright. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so I'm going to talk about resonant frequencies. Alright, so the reason that kids listen to the same music on loop is because it has a certain frequency, alright? If you're listening to a song and it's at this frequency right here, right? And it goes on for what, 3 minutes, a minute? And you're like, oh, I love this song, right? And then you put on the next song, or the ads. What's the next song? It's up here or something. And you're like, jeez, that's not a very good song. I don't like that one at all. Let's put that other song in. Oh, yeah, it's a bopper, yeah. Do you know any of your bops? You know any other bops? Oh, yeah, I know this other bop. This bop goes like this. Sorry. Oh, shit, that's a nice bop. I have another song that goes like this. Oh, yeah. Well, what do you think about this song? This song goes like, song goes like this. Oh, that's gross, that's too high, that hurts my ears. I like songs that go like this, real low frequency. Oh yeah, that's fucking nice, yeah. So sad songs of a low frequency, what's his name? Fatboy Slim. All his set is based at 128 BPM. This is all to do with sex and mating, and all this. You're constantly seeing mating and sex in the background of all these things. And this is not like, oh, people are trying to sell you sex or any of this stuff. This is all like fucking primal bullshit that is left in our programming from the fucking caveman days on how to like survive, because if we don't have this stuff we fucking we'll die out. If you don't like reproduce, then fucking humans would die out. It's all like basic things, and people go, oh, I don't want kids, and I'm fucking independent and all this shit. Listen, you can lie to yourself or whatever, and that's fine. I don't want kids either, and I don't want to get married. And I'm fighting against my natural instincts to do all this stuff, but I'm trying to find out why I have these natural urges to like get married, have kids, yada yada yada, cheat on whoever, and all these things. Where are all these fucking mad urges coming from? And the more I look into it, I'm like, fuck, this isn't just me. This is fucking, everyone has these urges, and everyone seems to think that everyone's against each other, but everyone's just fucking scared shitless. Alright, this is the bottom of the pyramid, right? The bottom of the pyramid is everyone who's scared fucking shitless, don't know what the fuck they want to do with their life. Oh, I want to go travel, I'm school, I don't understand. Why when you go to college you learn all these fucking things like German, French, things, engineering, maths, things. Man. I'm just thinking, like, if I was watching this, I'd definitely turn it off and be like, this lad. I'd probably watch him because I'd be like, what's he going to say next? But sure, look, it's just entertainment. So, bottom of the pyramid. So my example of this is the food pyramid, alright? This is the food, PERMID bread. Scandal. Food pyramid bread scandal. Starting a food business. Food Safety Ireland home business. Food scandal. Starving. Subway remove chemical. Okay, I'm not finding out about this, so maybe I'm just talking a load of shite. Oh, permit. I'm saying pyramid. Yeah, see, the gas thing is, no one takes me seriously because they go, oh, geez, Steve's dyslexic. But the thing is about Vegan Steve is that old people seem to think I'm really, really smart. And, like, ahead of my time and all this stuff. Like, old people. Like, people in their 60s and 70s. And people my age and below think I'm really silly. And they just go, oh, you're such a silly lad, you're so silly, you don't know what you're doing, but the people in their 60s, 70s have been around they've been around the block a few times, and they kind of go, oh yeah, he notices the fucking patterns, the cycles of culture that keep all these things. Like when a country's down, they look for some gobshite like me to go, I've heard a voice from God, and he said, I've heard a voice from the lad upstairs. I know you don't know what you're doing, but I know what I'm doing because the lad upstairs told me. Fucking pyramid, yeah? Pyramid. Lad on top of the pyramid controls everyone below the pyramid. The all-seeing eye controls everyone in the pyramid. The first security cameras, before there were ever security cameras, was the eye of fucking religion. Religion is used to control. Alright, now how's this work? Now please, do fact check me, alright? Don't let me just fucking bullshit and just go rah 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 rah. Just go, alright, I think he's talking about the Romans there, and this lad, oh, he's obviously talking shite, this maybe this part's right, who knows, because I need a little bit of help. I know where I'm going, but sometimes I need a nudge to stay on the right track. But the boo-hoo story is, you hear Kanye talk about all this shit all the time. It's fucking stressful having people tell you you're wrong all the time. Anyway, just people tell me I'm wrong like all day long. I'm like, ah. Well, the thing is, I am wrong a lot of the time. And they just put me on the right track because it's very hard to keep perception of yourself. Alright. I really want to... Okay, I just want to stick to facts, alright? I don't want to get caught up in feelings, because as soon as I get caught up in feelings... Oh, this is how it works, alright? The USDA food pyramid. Wheat, lie, and man-made disease, and so on. Yeah, okay. Alright, there's a whole thing about that. Who invented the food pyramid? Yeah, by the way, like, do you ever hear this thing about Drinkaware? Who owns Drinkaware? Drinkaware is owned by the people who own Guinness. So the same people are trying to tell you about fucking be safe while you're fucking drinking are the same people selling you drink. Alright? They have an agenda. The same people who made the food pyramid, the US Department of fucking Government or wherever the fuck it works, said, oh shit, we need people to have jobs and we'll create wheat. We'll make wheat. Well, no one wants wheat, and they're like, right, we'll teach it in schools that people need a load of wheat, and then they'll buy wheat, and this will be good for the economy, and grand. Now, it worked, and that's great, but as a byproduct for helping out the economy and helping not America, just everyone else, the byproduct was people started getting very bloated and putting on weight, alright? By the way, the three most popular things to sell people are some kind of you're fat, get fit kind of thing, some kind of sex thing, so that would be under the perfume, other things, and the other one is, I'm going to be more specific just so I lock down all these things, so I don't just sound like a random lad rampant, which I am. Okay, this what was there? Fucking sex, fear, sex / lust and reproduction, all that stuff. Fear is like safety, like fucking newspapers, fire alarms, protection, security cameras. Alright, so back to Rome. Whoa, that was quick. So some old religions were having trouble keeping control of, the people. They're like, how are we going to keep control of all these people? And they're like, fucking bingo bango. We'll say there's a lad upstairs, right? Got it. We'll say there's a lad upstairs, and if they nick Anton, check this out. If they nick Anton, the fucking boogeyman will get him. It's like, brilliant. It'll never work though. And the lad's like, it will. We'll tell them. If they do a good thing, we'll give them something nice later or some shit. Anyway, listen, that sounds like a weird conspiracy theory. There's a load of fucking birds on the roof. So I'm going to move on. All I'm trying to say is that it's been proven that I'm just going to read out some facts rather than just... I just don't want to be spouting off fucking rhetoric about that I've overheard. I was trying to do a little bit of fact checking. As if Wikipedia is good for fact checking. Why was the food pyramid changed? Okay. Food pyramid was replaced by My Plate icon, emphasizing fruit, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. There's a new icon to remind Americans how to eat better. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has unveiled the federal government's new food icon, My Plate, to serve as a reminder to help customers make healthier food choices. Okay, so does anyone else think it's kind of a bit weird that it's because they're being fucking paid? All right. So humans have not changed in the last, I don't know, 100 years. As far as I know, the biology hasn't changed. I haven't grown any fingers recently. So they've changed the recommended intake for people. Doctors have changed their minds dramatically, alright? Due to economic interests and stuff. Alright, am I making sense here? Alright, I'm gonna compare the two, just so you see what I'm talking about. There's outside invested interest. Okay, so there's this thing here called because I don't want to be talking shit, but it's all pyramids and to do it. I don't really understand the pyramids. I'm just kind of clicking into the pyramids. But the answer to life just appears to be free. If you just study frequencies and how they work, waves, cycles, sound waves, study a sine wave. Just look into a sine wave and how it works. And then a sine wave is a cycle with no frequency, no added harmonics. If you have a triangle wave, it has like one harmonic. And then it goes into... Yeah, okay, so here's how frequency works. So frequencies is just like a radio station. So here's how it works. Okay, so think of a radio. This is all theoretical. You know, I've just heard people talk about frequencies forever. So this is my theory. When people go with the mosque and all this stuff, it's to get back in to this like frequency. Alright, just imagine something like this. I don't know what the frequency's a lot lower than that. I don't know what you can hear in the radio, so let's just say... By the way, Vegan Steven relaxation tapes and motivational tapes are coming out soon. Also, music for giving birth, all those things, full pack coming out soon. So listen, bong. There's reasons why you hear all these low sounds in fucking church, and why you hear all these low sounds in fucking the nightclub and shit. All right, it's because it makes your body resonate. It's energy. All TVs and things are is energy, an amplifier for energy. Tesla was on about this shit, man. He found out how to create energy for free, and then they fucking closed him down. They were like, listen, how can we make money off energy if everyone gets it for free? Did you know? Oh, I sound like such a conspiracy lad. Maybe I am. They invented the light bulb, right? And the light bulb was too efficient. The light bulb was too efficient because it's proven that you get 75% of your customer base from peak customers. Alright, that's why Apple products break so quick. It's not. It's just how people work. People only want to pay a certain amount because people want instant gratification. They don't want to pay like 10,000 for a phone. No one wants to pay 10 grand for a phone. They want to pay 500 for a phone. They want something that shows their friends that they're doing well, that will show their mate that they're can provide fucking kids for them, whatever the fuck it is. Well, frequencies. So there's resonant frequencies, alright, and it does vibrate a certain part of your genitals and all the rest of it as well. And that has a lot to do with it. I don't want to be rude, but I don't even know why I have to say I don't want to be rude. It's just fucking facts. Like, when you do this, your fucking pussy vibrates. It's to do with, and there's tribal drums and all the things. People have been doing this forever. Black magic, tribal drums. Biggest hit songs have mostly fucking think of choir, man. Think of fucking choirs. It's human voices and drums. That's what people want. People don't give a fuck about actual instruments. The human ear is designed to resonate around primarily between 2 and 4 hertz. I think that's kilohertz, 1000 hertz. Sorry, I'm not sure. It's 4K, which is 4000 hertz, I believe. Alright. That's just to do with the size of it. Alright. That's why in sound, if you're recording, the best microphone to use is ideally a small diaphragm microphone, because this is just a transistor, and all that's doing is moving up and down. That looks just like a hand job, which it is. But yeah, energy. Okay, back to basics. People at the top know life is just about energy and positive energy and staying at one particular frequency. If you can keep your body resonating at this frequency, alright, you'd be humble as fuck and all this shit. That's why, like, men in power, they're like, yes, this is the way it is. This is a vibe. This is a trance. This is a very slow podcast that will go on, and it's just relaxing as fuck. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I just keep this going. You'll notice that you just get relaxed as fuck. Alright? This is all just basic fucking psychology shit. It's to do with, like, the fucking being caught inside the womb. And that's how I know I'm gonna have all these fucking hit singles fucking guaranteed out my fucking arse, because I know how all this fucking frequencies work. Alright, here's how a hit single works, alright? You feeling relaxed yet? Try this one out. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's fucking low fucking frequencies, man. Alright. So I mentioned, right, before I do every podcast, I jump up and down for like an hour and watch, like, do high energy music, and then I let it loose out on you guys or whatever. And this is just an amplification method for energy. When you listen to when you're in the gym, you're lifting thing, when you listen to music, going, why do you, when you take a drug, why do you feel high? Because it's high energy, high frequency. But why do you come down so hard? Because you were high and now you come down. Think of fucking heaven and hell resonating at a high frequency, going to heaven, resonating at a low frequency, going down to hell. Low frequency, hell, depression. High frequency, happiness, heaven. All these things, where we are right now, purgatory. Yeah, all this means absolutely nothing without references, alright? So, yeah. All I'm saying is there was a food pyramid, okay, and there was a lot of bread involved, and it's been proven that, they knew bread isn't very good, but they had to sell a lot of bread for the economy and all the rest of it, and there's a lot of sugar involved, okay? And things like that. Now, the current update, even though they've changed, they basically go, listen, we got it wrong, here's the update to the food pyramid. Alright, and here's what it says. It has 1 cup of dairy, it has a fork there, it has it's a little under a quarter fruits, a quarter grains, a little under a quarter protein, and looks the rest of it way over a quarter anyway is vegetables. So that's what they're recommending. All right. Now there's agendas involved in all these things, and now I'm not saying it's a conspiracy or whatever. They're going with the best information and the system. They're like, listen, a lot of this isn't malicious, it's just people trying to do their best with what they have at the time, and then people go, oh, everyone's against everyone. Listen, everyone's just doing their fucking best. That's why you gotta be fucking lovely to your fucking mum and dad and whoever their shit is, alright? If someone does when you look at all these fucking serial killers and all this shit, they've been abused for most of their lives, and they're just echoing out. It's like an echo of a frequency of that fucking bad negative. They're stuck in this fucking bad radio station. It's fucking 000 whatever. And you know, some people are real positive. People are drawn to those people. Why? Because they're vibrating at a high frequency. Like, what the fuck are they smiling all the time? What the fuck are they so happy about? And that's how these religions like fucking Scientology and stuff bring people in, because they're vibrating at such high frequency. Scientologists are taught to keep eye contact for long periods of time, to try and pass thoughts to each other without I guess what I'm thinking and all this shit. L. Ron Hubbard was a very, very troubled man, allegedly. Prolific writer and so on. And when you're a prolific writer, you write from your stream of consciousness and stuff comes out. Bob Dylan will talk about this. He smoked a fuckload of weed and other drugs, and just write and write and write, and all this stuff used to come out, and people were like, what are you writing about? He'd be like, I don't know, it just came out. And then he said stuff like, oh, it turns out every story I thought I was writing was just about me, and all these things. So I have some theory that like none of us really were possibly like, you know, like in a simulation. And what I mean by a simulation is that when you're born, you could be taught anything, and you believe it. You can be brought up in any country and you learn that language. It's been proven that if you're taught like to learn play piano like from an early age, you can have perfect pitch. People lose their perfect pitch. Perfect pitch is when you hear a note and you know exactly what note it is. You can be taught that in song. Okay, here's more examples. When you watch a sad documentary, they play sad music on it, don't they? They don't play happy music. If they played happy music, you'd be... You can watch episodes of comedy like Friends, and they play like evil music underneath, and it looks like it sounds like a horror movie, because it sounds that unsettling fucking unsuspected blast of noise. And unpredictability is you can't relax. This is soothing because it's just consistent. There's a lot of different. There's some kind of Arabic or something sounds like that. There's also now let me finish. Oh, that's racist. Let me finish. Well, I don't believe any of this racist shit personally, but anyway, that sounds a lot like Shanno singing. If anyone knows Shanno singing, it's like a traditional Irish thing. It's just a lot of the stuff to do is to replicate sounds like this. Oh, ooh, I'm in pain. Ooh, a lot of it is to simulate babies, the frequencies of babies that need. But Justin Bieber sings with ooh. It's just like. Ooh, baby, ooh, ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. Britney Spears does that as well. It's that kind of vulnerableness. It's a vulnerableness that you'd only get with someone if you were very, very close into it, and they'd be up to your ear and going, all that fucking weird ASMR shit. And man, people don't pick up mind of shit. And here's the thing they have in pretty much all hit songs I've ever studied. They have people clapping. And people shouting like, hey, hey. Like big groups of people go, hey, hey. I'm not just talking about rap either. And usually, if the band was recorded all together, live. And you can do it other ways, but it's harder to do that. And yeah, things can fuck with resonances, such as when Rick Rubin went to record with the Red Hot Chili Peppers originally. He went to visit them, and they were all fucked off their head in heroin. And he said, oh, there's a really weird vibe. And he said, I'll talk to you guys another time. And he came back to them like 10 years later or something. I don't quite remember the dates in the book. But and they're off heroin. I think maybe one of them have died or something. To be honest, I don't remember the dates, but a good few of them, Red Hot Chili Peppers on heroin for a good few years and so on. And it fucked with their resonance. And even, you know, Flea the bass player talks about how he used to get in tune with the instrument and practice and get warmed up before he gets to play. You got to get into that fucking frequency zone. A lot of time in meditation they ring these bells and they're like bong, bong. It's just a low frequency, bong. And because you're a really low frequency, bong. Alright, here's something. What note is that? I can't really tell. Alright, to me that's a low C. Now that's just a high harmonic. The actual fundamental is fucking way down. So what I'm trying to say is, I know this is absolutely bonkers shit, is the light is cycling per second, is cycling at frequency per second. If this was a different colour, it'd be cycling at a different cycle per second. And you can tell this by the colour, using the prime colours, because each light moves at different frequencies depending on the colour of it. So when you take a photo, alright, if someone's taking a photo of me right now, there would be high frequency all the way around there's white, and where there's black there would be no frequency. There would be an absence of energy. Alright? Now, if I was to take off this, it would just be high energy everywhere. All the video is a screenshot of frequencies, which are sound waves. Smell moves in waves. Just look up a sine wave. Just fucking look up a sine wave. So basically I've looked up how people make hit songs. And as far as I can tell, from all my years, they get a party mood going, like, yes, we've just fucking done this, let's fucking do this. This if you want to fucking hit single international way. You need to have people dancing and showing they're having a good time. Because what are you selling? It doesn't matter what they're wearing, all this fucking shit's bullshit. That's just products trying to associate themselves with a good feeling. This is how fucking politicians work and all this fucking other shit. And alpha males and all this shit. But anyway. So we're gonna finish this up quick because this is fucking hard going for some people, I'd say. Frequencies. So colours moves at a frequency like an actual. You could mark it on a chart frequency, like. Light is frequency, waves. Sound is frequency. This is high frequency. This is low frequency. So, for example, this might be what the color white would be way up though. I'm just guessing here, and the colour black would be much lower, like. And if it was the frequency of something like this door, it might be something low, like. Alright, that's when you bang a shed door, you hear this sound. A sound like that, alright? It's odd, even harmonics and stuff, low down, banging. And that's why if you play a note like this, in perfect resonance with this low note, it'll start vibrating, especially if it's at the fundamental. The FBI and all these lads have these mechanisms, allegedly, where they blare sound waves into these that off-put the natural frequency of the human body. It would just be a certain hertz frequency, like, I don't know what fucking frequency it was, but people have experimented with these frequencies for years, and that's why all these relaxation tapes are just like slow drums like this. You are a strong, confident woman. That's why when a kid hears the Hoover or white noise, they just fall asleep. Because it's cognitive overloading. Is that the right word? But they're like, oh, I'm at home, it's fucking fine. It's very relaxing to hear these low frequencies, because it helps recharge your body back to its resonant frequency. But alright, so this is audible frequencies. Now the frequency range, we can only hear to 80 if we're really good. We can where's 80 hertz? I don't think that's 80. Let's just pretend that's 8. That's not 80. might be 80, alright? This note here might be 80 hertz. I think it might be. So the lower it goes, the closer it gets to resonating with the human body, alright? Just because everything has its own resonant frequency. I was talking about this. I think this can of gas is F sharp, as far as I know. No, it was F sharp yesterday. Let's see. Alright, it's just F today. Sorry. Alright. But that the fundamental is bouncing, but it's kind of where it primarily rests. Alright. So atoms and things like that are just things moving at different cycles per second, as far as I can gather. And listen, I'm really talking about stuff I've no idea about. Now, normally what happens is you get some gobshite like me, and he just goes, listen, the Jews are behind it, right? Think pyramids, think owls, think your mother. Is your mother involved? Who else is a minority group? Are the Irish involved? Have the Irish been stealing your money? When's the last time you saw an Irish person and a leprechaun in the same place? I'm just asking questions. Are the leprechauns involved? Where are these leprechauns keeping their Irish gold? In these rainbows? Right, you can just shite on and go on irrational things. Now the thing with you need to be careful with when you're dealing with absolutely bonkers shite, with thinking, oh my god, someone might come and kill me just because I talked a load of shite on the internet. When you're dealing with irrational thoughts and things like this, you got to be aware that you are a very emotional. You think you're not emotional, but you fucking are. You fucking you big. Look, you're a fucking prostitute. Your dad's a fucking hooker. Your dad had sex with. Your dad raped kids. All right. I raped a lot of kids. Vegan Stephen rapes kids. Alright, there you are. That's very offensive, isn't it? And that made you feel some things. Now, it's completely up to you how you feel about that. That's a disgusting statement, obviously. But that's the power. Do you really want to put me in power of your feelings? No, you're in power of your own feelings. And you got to stay... we're talking about peak state and staying on one certain frequency on a radio station here, okay? So let's just say I'm resonating at this frequency. This is my radio station I'm operating on. It's fucking Vegan Stephen FM, right? It just vibrates at this frequency, alright? Someone's gonna say, oh, you're a fucking gobshite. Alright? They're saying it to, oh, you're fucking... You look like you have AIDS and cancer in your nose, right? You don't listen to that gobshite Vegan Stephen, do you? And you're like, you're too busy up here, vibrate. You're like, yeah, I do, yeah. Alright, but you can go, oh shit, maybe they're right, and go down to their low frequency. L. Ron Hubbard talks about this, and they call them suppressive people. Yeah, it's very easy to go around pointing fingers, but the thing you got to realise is that everybody's doing their best, like. So it's very easy to think there's some weird conspiracy and things. When people are doing things at the top, it's not some weird conspiracy, alright? You can do these things yourself. If you want to be very successful, you just need mastery, okay? The reason why these people stop being musicians at fucking 30 is because they have no jobs or some shit, is because all these pressure to earn jobs, have kids, social pressure, alright? People don't end up staying like C6 Steve, practicing until they're 70, becoming absolute fucking legends, because all this social pressure to have kids and all the rest of it, alright? Trying to do what everyone else is doing. Do you see what I'm saying here? And all the absolute greats like 50 Cent, Eminem, and so on, locked themselves in a room, perfected their fucking craft. Who else can we talk about? Ginger Baker. I think he was doing heroin or something. Who knows? And you listen to all these tribal Africa drums, went back to the fucking source of fucking humanity. See, the thing about when you go to Africa and stuff, you're going right to the fucking source. Tribal drums, banging and shit, right? Then that's music. Banging some shit, shouting. Dancing represents sex in every way, because it is sex and so on. And then people just say, oh, sex is bad, but we're still going to try it, sell sex. Alright, so listen, I've done a lot of ranting, and fair play to you. I'm going to have a little look at the news, and trying not to take at them is just chill the fuck out. This is just entertainment, alright? Your life's not in danger, you're grand. I'm just talking. And thanks to all the Muslim community for proving that you are logical and you don't jump to conclusions. So it just proves that I don't know if Muslims are a minority or whatever, but it's just a sign of good and security and all the rest of it. Because only a very insecure fuck would if someone slagged their mam, only a very insecure fuck would rise to the challenge and start going, oh yeah. It takes a logical human being like I don't know, sorry for my ignorance of rabbis or whatever high religion. If someone slags them, it means nothing. Alright? It's just a word. The words only have you can keep vibrating at your frequency. If someone says something like, oh, all vegan Steve hats should be only 10 cents, what are you doing charging €200? Lower frequency shit, man. Alright. I think a lot of different agendas and stuff are clouding what I'm about to say, so I'm just going to try and stick to facts and wrap up this show. Okay, so we got primary colours. What's all that about? Pyramids, eh? Jeez. Alright. Willpower is the answer. Okay, yeah, so willpower is the answer. It's the myth of willpower. Oh, Jesus. Well, yeah, there's a lot of subtlety to these things, like, I don't know. The big picture is energy. If you give positive energy, all the big hits have positive energy. Upbeat, 128 BPM, the speed of sex, rhythm. Oh, you can't say that. That's what they're selling. That's what people want. The only reason people are selling that is because that's what people want to buy. It's not like some big agenda. It's human nature. It's human nature to try and start a tribe and take over the next door tribe and try to, like, look at monkeys and all this stuff. Like, monkeys form tribes, then they go to the neighbouring tribe, fucking rip their balls off, attack them, rape the shit out of the women and all this fucking horrific stuff. Alright, this is kind of nature, and we're putting a lot of feelings on these things, which is fine. Like, I to be honest, I cry maybe once or twice a week. Like, it's good for the soul. That's all the anger and all the rest of it. Emotions are very good and they have their place, and so on. But when you're making decisions as regards not passing on genes, that's getting a bit weird. I don't know. Just critical thinking is all I'm saying. All right. You'll get a lot of false prophets like myself who'll say, buy this, buy that, and I'll show you enlightenment or give you confidence or X, Y, or the other. You'll know yourself if you actually really pay attention to your body. For example, I only recently found out how to breathe properly from my singing because my calves started vibrating. Alright? And if you're a singer, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you hit those notes and your whole body starts fucking shaking, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, all these high energy movements inspires music, keeps people going. Yeah. Alright, so listen, hopefully I didn't offend too many people. Sure, fuck it. If I didn't offend you, all I'm trying to say is, like, listen. If someone can come up to you and go, listen, your dad's a paedophile, and you can just be like, do you have a point, or like, where's this going? Do you have a question, or what's the context, or whatever? Or else you can rise to it and make an idiot out of your fucking self, and you're on this frequency right here. They're saying, here's them going, oh, your dad's a fucking pedo, or whatever the fuck it is. Now you can go down to them into the fucking drunken gutter, or else you can just not even really listen to them and just keep walking to the shops wherever you're going, because you're on a different fucking radio station. So I just think a radio station's frequency, what frequency you put in when you go drinking, it raises your frequency, but then you come back down. Alright, that's why drugs can be very, very bad, because they you don't have control, and meditation and so on keeps you consistently at a high frequency. Routine keeps you consistently at a high frequency. That's why I think maybe weekends off and stuff are bad, because you are at this high frequency here, 9 to 5 and all the rest of it, but then you start on Saturday, Sunday, you drop down here, and then you got to come back up here, and it takes a lot of energy to go back into that fucking force and so on. And that's why people who work so much up here, stay up here, that high frequency work all the time, get so much fucking done, because it's not, as Will Smith says, if you're always ready, you never have to prepare. And for me, that's always wearing the same clothes. Anytime fucking, I never wash. For me, that's just like, there's a fucking Will Smith, Mattress Mix over there, I'll get a picture with him. Ching, on brand, photo shoot ready to go. I'm not like, oh, Mattress Mick is here, stay there, Mattress Mick, while I go home, change, get a I'll be back in 10 hours. No, life's like, bang, let's go. See you later. 6 years later, we do a diss track. Alright, so let's see if there's any other crack going on here. We got some willpower, but high energy sells, because people, it is all about energy, and people get confused. They think, oh, it's not about energy, it's not about having babies, it's not about all these and everything else. A lot of people say love is just a concept invented by marketing to make you sell you stuff, and maybe it is, who knows. Who the fuck knows? But I do know that the meaning of and things have changed throughout time, which is very, when we're judging things, like for example, certain members have allegedly had sex, members of Led Zeppelin allegedly, I won't say who or if it's true, allegedly were off their head on heroin for years, among other things, and had sex with women who were under the age of 18 on a regular basis. Alright? And many other musicians. Now, no one seems to give a fuck. They're like, it's Led Zeppelin, it's Led Zeppelin. But if a film star does it, they're like, oh, you can't, he's a film star, he's a role model for society, oh shit. Sure, he plays an evil serial killer in that film, but he shouldn't have been riding kids. And I agree, no one should be riding kids, don't be at it. But I just think it's a bit weird that it's kind of like playing favourites, isn't it? Led Zeppelin are really fucking cool. Now, I'm just going to say allegedly, alright? Maybe some drunk lad told me this in the pub. Alright. All I'm saying is, right now they seem to be judging the film industry, but Jesus, once they start looking in the music industry, there's dodgy shit going on in every industry. It's across all. It's just to do with the power pyramid. And then people go, oh, why that power man why is he having sex with everyone? Because he was at the fucking top of the power, he was controlling everyone. So, lad at the top is the owner, whatever the fuck you want, controls these lads. These lads make sure these lads stay in check. These lads, pyramid, power pyramid. Spins around all this shit. Listen, I'm still doing theories here. I'm still figuring out what this life stuff is. But all these big celebrities keep doing all this mad stuff, and it seems to be the eyes, and then they're looking down on all the people below, and the mouth was like spewing out shite that confuses people from seeing what is actually going on at the top. And all that is going on at the top is energy and in frequencies. And I say energy, right? When you look at a hit single, what's everyone doing? It's at a certain tempo. It's like 128. It's in a certain key, D minor. It's about certain things people can relate to, like that relates to feelings such as love, having a great time, being the greatest ever, and puts people in a good mindset. gets their body moving. Music's like a drug. You can listen to dance music, you start moving. Listen to sad music, you want to cry. It has a lot of power over you, and you don't think it has power over you. Supermarkets play slower music to keep you there longer, to lower your heart rate. In nightclubs, they blare music so loud that you don't have to make small talk because everyone's fucking shy at talking and all the rest of it. It's just like, what? And it's like, I must be having a good time because I have to shout, and it requires so much energy for me to shout, and I have to drink because I can't fucking hear anything. It's like, what? What are you doing? I must be having a great time because I have to shout. And meanwhile, what is happening? It's like church. A lot of people are jumping up and down, listening to the beats. It's all back to Africa. Fucking witch doctor. All the women losing their minds. Let's go. And then you look at lads like Rasputin. This is going into the dark arts, okay? This is fucking the dark arts. We're looking at our lads. Rasputin, what's that lad? Warning, vegan Stephen is a false prophet. Let's see where we are now. The Answer to Life Manifesto. Okay, grand. Mastery is a big key to life, kids. Mastery is what I'm saying. Mastery. And you'll see how everything's connected. All the different languages are connected, and through these fucking weird formulas, and it's just, to me it seems so obvious, and then to other people are like, I don't get what you're talking about, and other people are like, yeah, that's really obvious, that's so obvious, why would you even say that, you idiot? So it's very confusing, because some people it seems like idiotic, to some people it's like yes, other people it's like yes, that's absolute truth, and other people, so it just seems to be different people's perception of the exact same thing. Like if you ask 20 people what, like, you just throw an apple explodes because you put firework in it. You ask 10 people like what the fuck happened. One person be like, yeah, there's fucking magic, and I don't know. Alright, I better wrap this shit up. I wanted to shout on about Aleister Crowley, and a few religions talk about, well, more so cults. You can associate they talk about one of the biggest things that a lot of these cults do is the sex. So what was it, Gordy Rasputin, yeah, Russia, he's some lad. 1890 to 19, yeah, the murder of Rasputin. They couldn't kill him, he's too fucking high frequency, man. He believed that he used to pay prostitutes all day long and stuff, and he believed that they believed that the harder he sinned, the harder he could repent, because the only way you could get close to God was repenting. So the more you sinned, the harder you could repent. That was his belief, man, and he got a whole lot of people into it. A big part of his belief was that the closest you can get to the universe is during the actual orgasm in sex. A lot of cults believe this. This is what a lot of cults don't want you to know. This is like the dark shit they don't. This is like the end of this is the happy ending. So yeah, a lot of people believe that you need to be like orgasming with a partner of some description. That's what you see a lot of in these cults, you see them doing the sex act, and you can communicate directly to the universe during the orgasm. So if you want to go like, oh, I want to be the fucking inventor of the keyboard or whatever, you need to, there's certain stipulations and so on to the thing which we could get into, or so on. But it's to do with when you see all these cults doing it, lads like Aleister Crowley went around to all these cults and was trying to figure out what they're all talking about, and he found out this was like, at the ending they're like, oh yeah, it's like while you're orgasming you ask the universe for this thing, and the universe is just energy. Yeah. So, in a way, the psychology behind that is, if you try to look at it from a psychoanalysis point of view, is that it's like a dog treat, alright? So if you say sit to the dog and you give them a dog treat, they're going to associate sitting with pleasure. So if you associate your goal with pleasure, such as winning, What's a chore? Cutting grass, alright? If you only think about cutting grass while you're orgasming something, you're going to start associating, anytime you cut grass, you're going to associate that with orgasming. Alright? This, I know that sounds bonkers, but that's how a lot of things work in brainwashing and so on. It's due to positive association. That's how advertising works. Positive energy is contagious. High frequencies are contagious. They bang. Low energies don't move, and that's why they're solid. Okay, I know this sounds very obvious, but it's just gonna blow my mind. Low energy stuff that moves on a very low frequency. There's even room nodes inside a room, which is just, depending on the dimensions of the room, different frequencies will build up. And you don't get things like room nodes. This is to do with acoustics, which is a subgenre of physics. Did I mention I nearly failed the Leaving Cert, and I failed feckin' Foundation Irish, and I failed all these things. And, I don't know. Listen, I must be... I was trying to figure out, like, am I some kind of genius? Am I a prophet? Am I just some lad who's been smoking way too much oregano? Am I... or am I just delusional, or what the fuck's going on? Hopefully, I'm just having a good time. Because, to be honest, the only thing that is certain is that I really love playing synthesizer. Alright? So you gotta enjoy every day for what it is. Don't be worrying about all this existentialism bullshit. Text your family, say you love them, because you do. I know you do. Even if you're angry about them or some fucking bullshit. You have more in common with them than anyone else, like it or not. So I'd recommend, here's all I want to say to you. Don't mind all this fucking bullshit, right? Just do something that you love every day. I'll explain how to make money off it. If I haven't, it's in the back catalogue as well. Whatever, Make Money Now program and all the rest are free. So listen, just text your parents or whatever, tell them you love them. Don't be worried about all this existentialism shite. This is just entertainment, all right? You've too much. If you're googling all this stuff, you've too much time in your hands, and you just need to follow your purpose even harder. All right, you're procrastinating. I'm procrastinating as well by making this show in a way, because I've got other fucking bigger shit to be cooking. Alright, so much love. You look fucking fabulous. Text someone there and give them a bit of positive energy floats. If you want a viral video or song or whatever, you just gotta catch 30 seconds of positive energy. Okay, it seems to be the secret behind all this viral stuff. Alright, good luck, bye, fuck off, go fuck yourself.